Y'all, welcome to the Jen and Tony Show. I'm Tony. This Jen. Today we got the marriage issues. Today, well, we was asked about a marriage question earlier about do we think that a marriage license should expire? And it was done earlier. You gonna cut it on?
I'm waiting for your thing to come on.
So yeah, because our camera acting up, we don't know why it's not flipping over to the other side. So yeah, we was asked should a marriage license expire, and actually, in actuality, it is a contract. And I think a lot of people who understand contracts do know what we talking about on the contract. When you get married by the state that you live in, it's actually a contract. And that has nothing to do with God. Nothing to do with God whatsoever. And, I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but, that's the truth about what it is. It's just a contract. It's no different from a contract with a car or, a house, things of that nature like that. So, that's one we was thought we would do today. We waiting on Jennifer to come in for the comments and stuff like that, but yeah, it's definitely a contract, and it's a long conversation. It's something that we live by, like what we was explaining to that person that we're in a civil union, and that's based off of trust. Like a marriage that's with contract, it's kind of hard to talk about because it could be by God, but it also could be by contract also. So you could have a dual, but it's only one that really matters, and that's that one by God. So as soon as the Jennifer phone pop up, we'll continue. And we still, like I say, we appreciate everybody that ordered.
Hey, Chris.
That ordered the shirt, I'm chewing, y'all. I'm sorry.
Don't be talking to me with your mouth full. No better.
But everybody who ordered a shirt, even thinking about ordering a shirt, we appreciate that. And it still ain't coming up.
Nope. It's pretty slow.
Yeah.
My internet is acting up.
So yeah, for everybody coming in on the day is, do you think a relationship, a marriage, not a relationship, a marriage contract should end? And one of the other individuals, they said that yeah, they think it should end, and you should be able to, which under your contract you do renew it, but it doesn't end. You choose to do that. You choosing to go in and renew your vow. That's by the God part of it. It has nothing to do with the the contract itself. You choosing to walk in there and renew your vows. That's based on you and that individual there, and maybe God, I don't know. But
one way I look at it is that if the company that holds everybody's marriage license was to blow up like 911 did, nobody is legally married.
Right.
So, are you married by paper or are you married by God? Because truly, paper is all put into a computer system. I was telling Tony the other day, it's like if you come in the courtroom with a bully wound and another person is holding the gun and you're saying that person right there shot me, they got the gun right there. If there is no paperwork that shows evidence, it doesn't matter. That person is innocent and you just an accuser. Yeah. Because it's all paperwork. That's just paper. Where's the spiritual side to it?
And we was trying to explain to my niece, even with a car, you don't own that car. You could pay that car off in 10 years, 6 years. You could pay it cash. You don't own it. When you get that title, you transfer that title over to the state of Texas. And like I say, I don't want to go in the jurisdiction thing. Live your life how you choose to live your life. But that's a long.
We just specifically talking about a subject where somebody was saying that is it possible that a marriage could expire? Like, would that be something that people would agree to? Right. And have to renew the marriage, like, say, every 10 years or so?
Right.
So this is where we based our show off of today. And our opinion on the whole subject was that it's just paper. You know, it holds no value. It's what the two people hold between each other that makes it valuable.
Yeah, like let's give them an example. Like we was watching a movie the other day with Mama, and there was this lady, and she was married to this other lady, and what was it called? The show?
The in between.
It was In Between, and the lady, the lady's significant other had died, and what happened was when the psychic lady got to the scene, she could tell what happened. It kept repeating, and it kept repeating, and what happened was the lady wouldn't let go of the wedding band. Like, I believe that part right there brings, power.
Right, she was saying it's the energy
right.
that the lady can't pass on to the other side because you won't let her go.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
that was the issue.
Yeah, let me hear him say the quote. My point is that paper, I don't think that paper can, bring that type of energy. I believe more than anything,
paper can be burned.
Yeah. Well, just like the dollar, but that's a whole nother conversation too. But when that lady had that ring on, that ring is what y'all bond y'allself. That infinite, energy like that. I believe your ring is more important than a contract, like that. And I think that's a first. You have to build that bond between you and that person, and then you let God unite you. I don't think.
I mean, if you look at it though, everything is binding in the physical and the spiritual. Even like when we say contract, we contract love between each other. Or like when you out with somebody and you contract a disease, that's a contract. All that stuff is it's just a mimic. That paper means nothing. The spiritual is what's real.
Yeah, like but like I said, that goes so far deep. It's just that I don't know. One day we're gonna do this subject, and I think we're gonna have to do it based on us, because you have choices to live your life however you choose to, and also we do also, and I just be asking Jennifer certain questions. Like I'm on a whole nother level right now. I'm in this. I need to go to my garage because I need to analyze what is real and what's fake. And I'm on a whole nother level right now. It's so a person can tell you that, Tony, you're not doing Facebook Live right now, and I'm actually sitting here looking at myself do Facebook Live. Like right now, I'm not caught in my feelings and nothing, but I'm trying to understand. Like even Vic said something about that. Vic, on there, he was like, man, today I ain't saying nothing. Oh, go ahead. You got a question? Go ahead.
Yeah, Ray Will said that piece of paper don't mean nothing, which we agree. That's our thing.
Right.
And then Adrian said, I think it totally depends on the individuals involved whether it expires, which is what we just said.
Right.
She said if love, trust, and all is the same or greater, will it still be in effect? Paper is nothing. Just like a pair of lips, it's only words.
Right. And that's what we trying to say, like with the ring. Like I don't know how to tell a person.
Action is what's up. That was the end of it.
Right. I don't know how to tell a person how to gain that. I don't even know if I want to tell a person how to gain that, because it's kind of like a waste of time. It's like a kid. They come in and say, Mama, Daddy, I clean my room. Can I get a cookie? You're supposed to clean your room. You're supposed to treat other people good in these things like that. So, me personally, I don't even want to waste my time even talking about, how to get a person to feel like this, feel like that. My whole thing is if if we doing the right thing to get to that marriage, like lining up for it. I know I'm babbling y'all, but I'm trying to get the all this out my head. But in the end, it's just a piece of paper. It's just a piece of paper, and and that's the way that me and Jennifer definitely see
Even
it.
again, as I'm thinking, while he talking, you got trust fund. A trust fund is where you put your money and your valuables in. Why can't the relationship between that man and that woman be the trust fund. We are the trust fund. I trust you, you trust me. We fund into the relationship. That's the spiritual side.
Yeah, I mean, I know the contract bonds their material gains together.
Right.
You know, that's the thing. Somebody's scared. One person's scared. Oh, I'm not gonna have this. Me. Hey man, you can have it all. You can have it all. I'm not gonna have no fear because like we said in previous shows, I know that devil wanted everybody to fear. So you can have it all. I know that, by God, I can come out and do it all over again, threefold, fivefold, like that. So, that's where I'm staying at, on the contract part. But we was just definitely wanted to answer that question for my niece and, the other individual that was there with her. I was trying to get her to understand. But
right, because she was saying she just didn't see the point. She was like, what if she married somebody, she wholeheartedly loved them. 10 years later, they kind of grow apart.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, why can't it expire? Because I think she more thinking ahead of all this stuff you built up. Say, like one of the examples was, what if you have a car lot, the other person don't even like cars, can't stand cars,
Mm-hmm.
and you got all of these cars, and then you break up and have to give half of your car lot to a person that don't even care about that business.
And
it's not fair.
And I've been like that before. I had a house being built around the corner, and me and that person had been together 10 years, and then they come ask me, where's Miss Thomas before I can close the deal? And I was like, this is unfair, and that was a contract. I was under a marriage contract.
It's not that he didn't want to share it. It's the fact that the person that he was with didn't care about it. Mm-hmm. So why do you care now? Right. Now that we breaking up, why is it an issue?
Yeah, I put like an extra 10 years after we had, broken up, separated, but that contract kept us binding together. She went on with her life, I went on with mine. I knew her boyfriend, she knew my girlfriend, but I had to come slap some money down the table to get that signature from her, and she took it. Me, I wouldn't have took it. I'd be like, what do you want me to sign? You and your boyfriend got this together? I don't want any of this. This is Tony. And I just understand that it ain't real people out there no more. That's kind of like what's on my heart right now. I only want to be around real people. I'm getting tired of the fake. I'm getting tired of the fake. But I do remember who helped. Whoever helped, whoever helped and been there for us, we understand. But we rebuilding. Y'all remember, almost a year today, well, a year in August, our house burned down. And, a lot of people was there for us in the family, like that. But, it's like, definitely would never forget those people who helped us. We like put them on a pedestal to a certain extent, under God. But we put them on a pedestal like that because they was there when we got a call and said, y'all house is all the way down. There is nothing left. So all we had at that point was land and nowhere to go.
I think that's another reason why we are in these different levels we are now because of the house fire. It let us know that all those things we thought were binding weren't, because they weren't there anymore. Yeah. His driver's license didn't exist no more. The social security number didn't exist no more. That stuff can be gone like that. None of that stuff is holding, period. It's just paper. And that's probably should have been the name of the show, that it's just paper.
Yeah. Yeah, it's truly just paper, but like I say, I want if she was to come to me, like, okay, let's go back to the subject. So my niece, I told my niece, Mom, I said, well, why she can't have a marriage without, it being the traditional, meaning that
civil union.
Yeah, she still could have a wedding. That don't mean God don't want you to have a wedding because you didn't get the paper. You still could have a wedding. You still could have a preacher that performs it from the vows out the Bible. You just don't need that paper. You only need that paper if you're scared that someone's going to take off with something. And if I feel like I'm scared that she's going to take off with something from me, we ain't married. We not married,
because
period.
that paper don't hold you together. All it does is gives you a foothold on a grudge.
That's what I'm saying.
Breaking up. I'm calling the lawyer. I'm taking the house.
That's all it does. So if you can, like I told my niece, you'll know your husband. You'll know your husband. I told my niece, I say, you'll know your husband. You can go to a club and it'll be 1,000 people in there, and you can look and say, "That's my husband." That's how you know when you're married, right then and there. You'll know that individual. You could be at Astor World, and you could just hear this voice, this sound that sounds good to you, or a smell that smells good to you. It can come in different forms. And you be like, "That's my wife right there." Somebody else was telling us something about that. It was like, I knew that was gonna be my husband. That was that old couple. Remember, I was reading that article.
Oh,
They
yeah.
died such and such
They
hours
died
apart.
12 hours apart,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah, and you know, he was like, "Oh, I knew she was gonna be mine," and she let me take her out, and they was what 100, how long? 70 years they were married, like that. They had been together, you know. So, and of course, they had to fix some of the things that's always broken because we started to do the show today on things that irritate, like 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 in couples. You know, I asked Jennifer, I say, should I accept her wearing them shoes? What if the shoes turn me out? Should I accept her wearing her hair like that? What if it turned me out? What do I get a point to say, hey, please, I'm trying to keep my level of how I look at you up like that, you know, and that's, but, you know, we end up doing the one on marriage. We'll probably do that one next week like that, you know, but yeah, so I'm, you know, I'm not down with no paper, you know, your name, my name, it don't even matter. If you run with it, hey, that's cool, because remember, you're not leaving here with it, and I ain't leaving here with it. You know, it's gonna go where it's gonna go regardless. Now, the only thing I do, and it's not paper, the only thing I would want is I don't like when a man builds up something and allow it. Just say like her mama have property up in Shepherd and down here in Lakewood. I wouldn't like if that property came to me. I believe that should stay to them boys. I understand if they screw up, you know, but I'm gonna do whatever I can to make sure her brothers keep that property in the Davis line. That's the only thing that bothers me. I would want certain things to stay in that line of that family, that man bloodline, not that man
That
worked
was
for.
another thing, like the people that stayed next door to your grandmother,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, two houses down. He can't think his name, but anyway, that was John Wayne. Them dad. That lady, he ended up getting remarried. His wife died, then he died, and the house ended up going into the new wife name. His kids totally just lost everything. Like there's no structure there. You know, they would have paid the taxes, especially the old one, but some form of way, some kind of way, it got up in the hands of that new wife name. And so the whole generational, the whole work, the bill, everything he worked for was gone. It should have been left to the boy.
And that's the problem with the contract. The contract binds two people, and it separates. It separates everything. If just one thing go wrong, it gets separated.
Yeah, and you know, like you know, like the girls, like I believe, you know, your girls really don't belong to you. You know, half of them should. We're in a new age now, but half of them should get married, go on. You know, and like stuff like that, you know. So their husbands should provide. They should be at the, you know, they can come to Christmas parties and stuff, but you know, I don't get mad when, you know, my daughters, because I have two. So if they was to get married and they go to Christmas dinners and Thanksgiving dinners with their husband, that's what's supposed to happen. They supposed to have, the girls are supposed to go off with the other side of their family like that. So if they show up to 1 hour, you know, that'll be a plus for us, you know, like that.
You know, I think the only people that would agree is that people that, I don't want to say have something because, you know, physical stuff really don't mean too much, but a person that has a house and they car together and property, it's scary for them to get married with someone who has zero.
Yeah.
Because they don't, you know, that paper will take it all away. That paper is dangerous.
I mean, you know, but that's what I'm saying, and that's why it's a good thing for the ones who want to protect, but it's a bad thing for the ones who have
right,
already.
because there's people out there that have vendettas.
Yeah. So, but I just, if she came to me, you know, it's kind of like, what's the prenup? Like if I got to get a prenup. Like even if I said it to her, or she said it to me, it ain't no union. There's
That's a
no
cuss
union.
word now.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
prenup.
yeah. It's not no union if either one of us have to get some type of protection against, for this and that. Me, I'd rather just do it like this. Hey, let me set my boys up. Let me go ahead, take care of my boys, set these properties up. Here go, these are for my boys, and bam, we on our way. And then whatever left, when if I pass before her, she do what she need to do, but she still should know that I cannot let this come into my new husband's name. We'll lose the whole generational thing, if it end up coming into his name. So hopefully she would do those things like that. But that's what I want to do for the boys. Being that I have a couple of boys, is make sure that they have.
Right.
So
I think it just would be crazy if Tony passed away and I got that property out there and I end up getting remarried and then the property comes to me and my new person and his family. Like, what about our kids that we had together? What about your boys? What about your other daughters?
well,
It's like
that's
that
what I was
pushed
saying.
Tony completely
I can
out the picture.
understand if you got a new family, but if it's not split, say, man, hold up, this 2 acres. Let me keep an acre, because you put in work too. But if I don't, if it's not split, and that other acre go to them boys,
Right.
that's what bothers me. I know they'll get over it. Their life will go on. Ain't no big deal. But it still should be like, man, we can work from this point, and our daddy, somehow made
That's
it
why I
easier.
do the spiritual trust fund. Because you trust me to do the right thing, I trust you to do the right thing. We don't need a middleman. And Ray Will said, in my opinion, if you're wondering about losing something, you shouldn't be marrying that person.
That's a contract.
And that's another thing.
That's a contract.
A contract is just for physical possession. It has nothing to do. You should be getting a contract for your love. Okay, y'all in love with each other? Okay. You sign a contract that says you in love. You don't sign a contract for love. You sign a contract for possession and property.
Right. So like I say, I mean, it's cool you do it that way or whatever, but that contract is always gonna, break some boundaries, and I'm gonna look at it like, are you really with that person? Or are you just contracted to that person? That's the way I look at it.
Because it's a lot of people that treat their marriage like it don't matter that we don't love each other. We got too much stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of couples like that.
I mean, we think we personally know someone, not on my side of the family, or none of y'all out there, but we kind of think somebody stayed, for all those years, and, that individual, the man, ended up, living a miserable life, like miserable,
And I just think how happy that person might have been if they would have just, took that leap, just lost everything and start over.
Let go. But we knew he wasn't gonna let go, because he kept yelling out like, well, how he said it, everything I work for gonna be gone. It's gonna be gone anyway when you die.
Yep.
So I think, like she said, he could have had a real nice
or worried that it was going to
like,
go to another man, which, again, that has nothing to do with that.
Right. But so, but on her side, we trying to protect everything we can on, the property side. This brother don't do this. If that brother, because it's 4. It's 2 girls and 2 boys.
Yeah,
right?
Which now, in hindsight, I probably should ask my mama now, since my father has passed away. I should probably ask her, what are we going to do? What is the thing? Because typically, I just don't care no more. But for the sake of my siblings, I guess I should get into the whole paper thing and find out what the heck is going on.
Yeah, pretty much on my side of the family, my mama pretty much, she kind of like alleviated all that. She pretty much just got an apartment and, gonna be, like that. So it won't be nothing that, we would have to pretty much divide or anything like that, which, is kind of good because it's gonna save 7 brothers and sisters from.
And again, on the paper thing, that bothers me because I feel like me and my siblings, we should be able to, sell the land or build something or whatever we gonna do, come together on it. But I know it's not gonna go like that. That paper, that money, the contracts, who name is on this and that paper costs.
Well, it's
problems.
really the what they is the one that's the how they call it, the
The
one
power of attorney.
attorney. Yeah, that's just the little sneaky rat there. Whoever's the power attorney is just the sneaky rat, because most of the time that little rat right there went locked that down early. But I'm glad that we won't have no issues like that in my family. I'd rather come out with zero, period, and have my brothers and sisters than to come out with some land, houses, cars, whatever it may be. I
Because
don't.
I know people that's locked up in contracts right now because the people that originally owned it had children, and then their children had
Yeah,
children,
yeah,
and
it's
their
just a
children
myth.
had children. So now you got hundreds of
Well,
people
it is
owning a
ways
piece
that
of
that
land.
can be done. The problem is most people don't set wheels up.
Right.
So
And there
so
was no wheels.
right,
So
right, right.
that's what caused
Yeah,
the
a
whole
little
downpour.
simple issue, which is a contract. That's
Right.
basically a contract.
Right.
But that will by that individual does things like this. So I'm just happy not to be up in those things like that. I would probably take my name out anyway. Because I wouldn't want that fight. I'd be like, let me go get my own contract to contract me out. Kind of like, what's his name? The little guy on Willis. What you talking about, Willis?
Oh yeah.
When he sued his mom and his daddy, stuff like that. I don't want to go through no stuff like that. So me, I'm an outlaw person.
So I mean, for sure, me and Tony is Team Civil Union because I remember somebody was like, "What is that?" And then it's absolute trust. That's what it is. Just like you trust God, to take care of you when you walk out that door. I trust Him with my heart. He trusts me with His heart.
Yeah, I'm just like I say, I'm glad I ain't in those things like that. And have to deal with certain subjects like
That's your
that.
fault.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end it because we had to come up here to
He had Whataburger,
yeah, we at Waterbury. We don't have internet yet out there toward the house.
but we found one. We found
Yeah, we
one.
found a company. East Tex phone.
Or Straight Talk. They said Straight Talk.
Yeah, and
worked
Straight
good,
Talk
too.
cell phone. So we'll probably be doing it at the house a little bit. But yeah, so we're gonna cut it short. Like I say, y'all want one of those shirts. Call us, text
And
us.
thanks to everybody who bought one.
Yep. We're gonna keep growing. We're gonna do some different versions and stuff. I just hadn't had the time to post all that stuff since we've been out there.
Yep, we got our prizes on standby because we wanted to have fun with it. We didn't want
Yeah.
to just rush it out, y'all. We wanted everybody to get a chance to win something right. So we
Yeah.
got our prizes to the side.
So I'm gonna before I do any more things like that, I'm gonna make sure everything right. And when we get internet at the house, I can do the computer and I can work this
Y'all
stuff
can
a
come
lot of way.
outside with us. Y'all gonna be
Oh
outside
yeah,
with
yeah,
us.
yeah.
And we can sit by the fire.
The Jen and Tony show. Make sure y'all subscribe because I'm gonna start recording the build on the house. We basically got the land on one side cleaned out.
Yep, we cleared out the whole section.
Yeah, we cleared out. So yeah, I almost forgot about that. That was the main thing. So we're gonna let y'all see us build, detailed, the land part. I ain't want y'all to see that because we be half naked out there.
It's hot, y'all.
Yeah, it be hot out there. So
We be in bikinis and stuff out there. It's
yeah.
hot.
So, but yeah, I'm gonna start shooting some more film. If we ain't gotta leave, I can go to work tomorrow. I'm gonna shoot some stuff and then I'm gonna speed it up. But go to the YouTube channel, Jen and Tony with the and sign, and subscribe to that, and we'll keep y'all posted up there. So. But like I say, we just to get out of here. Y'all. Thanks for coming. But that's our little